Good afternoon, evening, blah, blah, blah. It's Friday. And, no, it's not Friday. I was going to say, what a week. And I was like, wait a minute. We haven't even had the week. So it's Sunday. No, it's Monday. Jiminy Christmas. It's Monday. It's going to be Monday all day. Can't fight that. It's Monday. I actually had a pretty awesome, let me pick this up a little bit. I had a pretty awesome yesterday. I think most everyone here is a friend of mine on Facebook, but I was posting in the beginning of the day about how much I didn't like motherhood. No, how much I didn't like Mother's Day. Let me get it together. Hold on. And you know, being a mom is awesome. My kid is amazing. It's all of the stuff around it. It's all the stories. It's all the expectations. It's all that stuff. I never liked it because I didn't fit into it, and it never worked that way for me. So I kind of grew to resent it. And now, after a day yesterday of just really sharing it and being resolved to transmuting it and loving it and being super easy, we didn't go anywhere. We didn't do anything. I did a little bit of stuff, but it was all fun. We just literally pretty much didn't put pants on all day. That's my kind of day. And we watched all sorts of stuff, and we talked about things, and we giggled. I realized that it could be amazing. My Mother's Day can be just as amazing as anyone else's. So it was interesting that today, when I kind of had that aha kind of epiphany feeling about what I wanted to dedicate it to, it had a lot to do with, again, embracing something new. So I have something that I chose to do, which was a program, and I chose to download it. And of course you could take it online, but I just, rather safe than sorry. So I downloaded it, and it was like a big freaking Puerto Rican meal, like just smacked my computer, and I was like, whoa, and the computer was like, whoa. So I realized, I gotta delete a lot of this stuff. And I had already intended to do it at some point, but it was just not, first step to bat at all. So as I was going through my files, it was very quick. And I was like, nope, 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 don't need that. And I'm like deleting huge chunks, huge files. And then there was somewhere I was like, I have this other places. Why am I so worried about it here? And then there was like a massive amount of stuff that had nothing to do with me. That wasn't even mine, but I was just holding on to it. Like I don't know what it was. It's like a weird version of hoarding. But I was like, because I wanted that program in more than any of this other stuff, and everything else I have, it lives in different clouds and stuff. It wasn't even necessary. So I was like, I'm just gonna, and I did, and I was like, it was hugely symbolic to me, because I realized in order for me to take this in, because the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to change things. I want new results. I want different results, and I want to learn something new, something outside of myself, something more advanced to what I'm already good with, vibrational work. And then to realize that I was like, my computer, my systems, hi, I don't know what it is. I see a bubble. Ooh. I have this system that I love, and it's a little old, but I love my computer. It has loved me so much. Like, I love this thing. I've had it for so many years, and it has done me so well, and we get to watch all these movies on it. I work like crazy on it, and it just never fails me. And to realize it was just so bloated and filled with so much stuff. Stuff that wasn't even necessary, stuff that is like at some level, some of it wasn't mine at all. It had nothing to do with me anymore. And I had just been keeping it around. Old movies that I downloaded that I forgot to download the subtitles for, so I was never gonna watch. I don't know Japanese. And, hi, Lisa. And so I realized, wow, this is hugely symbolic, because oddly enough, the first module of this program that I downloaded had a lot to do with deleting resistance and things that hold you, that keep you stuck. And it was all related to old stories and archaic perceptions. Archaic not as in like for everybody, but for me. perceptions that don't even apply anymore to the way I am, teach, or live, yet they have some sort of control or say in my decision making or how I feel about something or my bravery or, you know, all of this stuff. And I was just like, wow. You know, it's crazy because each of these times I come to you guys, I am learning something profound every time because I'm using my own life. And when I take my life, instead of me looking at here, I create something and I share it with you like, oh, here, look, let's poke at this. I get the privilege of becoming outside of myself. And so I can poke more and it goes deeper and deeper for me. So I'm constantly learning these lessons over and over on a deeper and deeper level because I'm infinite. So I have infinite amount of levels. So I can continue to learn the same lesson over and over no matter what I do. Hi, Vernon. And what I realized was, you know, even at this level of my just letting stuff go over and over and over and rewriting stories and transmutation over and over and over with powerful, huge things, I still had this huge chunk that I was able to just let go of because I received massively. And it just made me think, what else? What else am I holding on to that I don't need? What else can I just release so that I can allow more in? And then I thought about you guys. I'm like, what? What are you guys holding on to? What is bloated about your existence? What is not even yours and you're still holding on to it? What is related? What are the files, right? The files in your computer, in your life. What is it that you have that don't even apply? Are they old books, papers, newspapers? Are they tons of files in your computer from things that don't even work anymore? Are they pots and pans and Tupperware that's missing lids and that you just don't use? They just fill your cabinets? Is it clothes? Is it shoes? Are they friends? What is it? Is it actual files? What is it that you can release? Because I know each of you is asking for something in some form. Enlightenment, expansion, relief, love, change, adventure, whatever it is, vibrational alignment, all of these things, we're asking for an influx of energy, an influx of like, whoom. And in order to do, if you're already here at capacity and you go there, what happens? We become sluggish, just like my computer. It took in the file and it was holding all this other junk and it was like, oh, and I was like, oh, purge, get it out. So this reading is really more not just a dedication to that process, into that lesson of if we want, we just got to start purging and give it up, but also the question, what is it that is extra, that's not even necessary? What is it that doesn't belong to you that you're holding on to? Is it a belief? Is it a story? Is it a logic? Is it decision making? What is it that is from like your old life? Like I had so many pictures, which, you know, take up space, but I had files, like chunks of folders filled with pictures for all of my old jewelry stuff, which lives in other places. Hi, Haley. But I don't need it on my lap. I don't post anything about my jewelry anymore. That ship has sailed, like maybe in the future, but that'll be a new day with new dollars. Like I'm not even going to worry about that. What is it? What is it? And that question, you know, to me, one of the things I've been asking myself all weekend is, what does it take? What will it take? What does it take? What will it take? What do I need to do? What's left for to have? Why is it that I am so blessed? All these questions that kind of keep me in a lofty place, that kind of perpetuate me forward and upward, right? So the question to say, what do I have too much of? What don't I need anymore? What can I let go of? Where can I make more room? How can this work out? So like, I'm going to dedicate this to the question that is based in the idea of there's so much to receive. So what is the question for you? You get to make that up. You want to post it? Right on. I will witness it for you and I will hold that energy for you. What would it take for you to have unimaginable wealth? What would it take for you to have a full client list? What would it take for you to have unlimited freedom to move and go and be wherever you want? What would it take for you to feel secure and stable in your own skin, regardless of what the peanut gallery or your mama's got to say? What would it take? What do you do? What do I need to give? Where am I? what would it take? Because that kind of question, the universe is like, I'll tell you, because the universe loves you. So like, I'll tell you what it takes, and it'll show you. It'll give you ideas and hints and clues, and it'll continue to show you. And that's when you'll know what it takes to do this work, to do your work, to reach your next goal before you ask about the next goal, because you're never going to end. It's the most specialist thing about you. All right, so we're dedicating this to the question, what will it take? What can I give? What do I have most of? So I will also remind you that if you get a couple people to sign up here, just two, I would love to give you an hour one-on-one reading that will be recorded and sent to you so you can download and keep. Elisa says, oh Liz, this is what I'm working on so much this last week. Perfect, perfect. And on the heels of these questions and answers will come more. Okay, and I will also post another link to share the group with the meme that I just posted today. So I would love to share this with more. You're welcome here, you're nourished here, you're loved here. Let's do it, let's share it. Let's get more people in. May I be a hollow bone? May I read these cards to the highest good of my friends, myself, and to the cards themselves. What is the next step? What would it take for unlimited wealth? What would it take for an unimaginable amount of abundance? What would it take for love beyond all borders? What would it take for freedom that defies the laws of man? What would it take? Oh, I got two. So we'll just stick with those two, and I'll try to read them together, and one to clarify the couple. Okay, here we go. Ooh, all right. So the first one of the two, I haven't seen them both, so we'll do it together. The first one is the hawk. So the hawk is the messenger, and the lesson to this hawk says this. Stick with me. You are called to create emotional stability and balance, so that as you fly high and you get the bird's eye view, you have the accurate and full perception without the clouded of too high, too low, right? And so when you receive the message from the divine, because you're up there, you're in that higher plane, you receive the message, you have clarity of perception to perceive and move about accurately according to that guidance. So this messenger card to me is a very powerful card, because what it says is, first, breathe. Be easy. Breathe. Stabilize. Now fly. And look. Look with eyes unfettered with hate. Eyes unfettered with worry and trepidation. Look with eyes of your emotional stability. And then in that place, as you receive, because you are constantly receiving messages, it's not just a one-time thing. As you receive, you have a powerful accuracy of perception on where to plug in those messages. You can perceive with greater accuracy and clarity. So what came out with this? Let's see. Oh, the snake. The snake is transmutation. It is not rebirth. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, the snake is transmutation in this card. So this is talking about exactly what I've been talking about so much lately, which is what we do in evolution, in true sustainable change and evolution, is we go within, we love what's there, and then with that love, which is like the ultimate lube, we shift, we push, we pull, we knead, we scrub, we clean, we love it some more, we push, we pull, we ask of it to be the best that it can be, and we continue with this process. That's what I had to do yesterday with this whole Mother's Day thing. I had to push and pull and breathe and love. And love, yes, gotta transmute that shit, girl. We love it, we're squishing it, we're loving it, we're loving it, we're loving it. need it, we pull it, and this whole time I'm not doing it because it's wrong. I'm doing it because I know that it can be better. I can be more. I want to make sure that transmutation is not out of rejection of what it is we are in that moment. The power in transmutation is love, because nothing is wrong in transmutation. It's just another option. It's another option. It's another way. It's just an option. It's just another perspective on the same Lego parts, right? So we take it apart, we wash it, we love it, we need it, and we move it. So this in conjunction with this, with the question, what does it take? What will it take for me to da-da-da? What will it take for me to expand my clientele? What would it take for me to get out of this town? What would it take for me to just live a life of freedom? When we ask this question, right, we're playing the role of the messenger. So we need to find an emotional stability, which breathing is a very powerful way. The heart center meditation is a powerful way to do it. So we breathe, we balance ourselves emotionally, and then we fly. That question, what would it take? You're flying around, you receive an impulse, you receive a sensation, you receive a sign, you receive an answer, you hear something, you feel something, whatever it is. Then you have the clarity to put it in where it belongs and transmute what is into what you wish it to be, what you're looking to feel, what you're looking to accomplish, what you're looking to embody. See, this is kind of how this thing works with this question. The question begets the answer, and the answer begets the action, and the action begets the love, and the love begets, see how it keeps going? The love begets the more begets the question begets the love begets the more. This is the cycle of life. This is the cycle of what we're asked to do as we continue to ascend and climb and try and fall and skip and hop and jump and stop and start and seize and move. So we're asked to be emotionally clear, to ask our question with clear eyes and clear heart. We receive the answer and we move in for that transmutation. And that transmutation in its best form is all and nothing but the act of love to the self and complete confidence in the ability to morph, to grow, to expand once again, and to fulfill that new space you've expanded into. I'm super curious what the clarifying card on this would be. Oh, all right, so this is our clarifying card, Possum. Possum is strategy. So what this is saying is, okay, you've got like the system, you've got the next step idea, so what's your strategy? How are you going to implement this in your life? How are you going to sustain the harder times where you've got to get that emotional balance and you're not feeling balanced? What's your strategy? What are you going to do? Do you have a meditation? Do you have a breathing exercise? Do you have a quiet corner? Do you have a favorite park? Can you just jet out of the house for 5 minutes? What's your strategy? What's your strategy with the clarity that when you receive the answer, what's your strategy? Is your strategy to do something within 5 minutes no matter who and where or what you are? Pull over, pull out your phone and make something happen? What's your strategy? Is your strategy to write it down with a certain phrase that you could feel? It is my intention to receive and fulfill this impulse as quickly as I humanly can, with all love and respect and gratitude to the universe. Thank you. What's your strategy for transmutation? For me, my strategy for transmutation has a lot to do with going inside, spoiling myself with food and ease and like not wearing my pants all day or something, and taking time. I slow down for transmutation. I cannot authentically and sustainably transmute anything like that. I'm not there yet. It's okay. I don't have to be. All I have to do is answer the call of transmutation and follow through with my strategy, which my strategy is slowing down, lots of self-talk. I have friends that I can process things with verbally, that don't judge me, that don't put things on me, that just let me talk and talk and talk so I can find my ways. They'll reflect my nuances of, maybe working against myself or hypocrisy and reflect it back to me in a loving way. My strategies involve chocolate. My strategies involve snuggle time with my kid. My strategies involve writing my intentions, writing in a book with one of my favorite pens. So what is your strategy to make this happen? What's your strategy to create emotional stability so you can receive the messages to the questions you're asking? And what's your strategy for transmutation? What does that look like for you? When is it that you're most successful to transmute something? You know, another thing that helps me, which is going to sound bizarre, or maybe not, is when I write something and I post it on my wall, my social media, and I transmute it verbally towards them, I have no choice but to do that inside somehow. Because I can't start tomorrow on the same note as that day after I wrote this whole thing about shifting my perspective and doing my work to make the frown turn upside down. So that form of accountability is part of my strategy. So these are our cards in answer to what does it take? What does it take for me to go to the next level? What does it take for me to, make that money? What does it take for me to get out of town? What does it take for me to land those clients? What does it take for me to raise that money? What does it take for me to love what I get to do for a living? What does it take for me to become the fruition of all that I know I am? What does it take? It takes emotional balance, clear perception, the ability to receive and plug in what you're given. It takes the dedication to transmuting something, and then it takes a little bit of strategy, which means boundaries sometimes. Sometimes it means you don't go on social media for a day, whatever it may be. But there's got to be a strategy. You've got to have a couple things you can run through to help you get to where you want to be. So, my lovelies, that is the reading for today. I deeply, deeply appreciate you being with me. I'm going to be posting more about my website. I actually, get this, I got a new domain name. What? Yes, because let's be honest, Elizabeth Maria Caraballo doesn't really just roll off the tongue for everybody. It's taken me 40 years to get that one down, much less spelling it. So I will be posting information about my updated website. I will be posting information about my updated one-on-one programs. I have some private one-on-one programs exclusively for people I've worked with, like you guys, that are not on my website, and I will post information about that as well. But I'm looking to push the envelope with everyone here. I'm looking to invite more into this powerful group of manifesting powerful, loving people. And I'm looking for you guys to up the ante in your own world, to start really leaning on your own intuition, to go deeper into your work, to look for what does this situation that I'm facing right now, what is it reflecting back to me about the theme in my life? What is it saying about what I thought was unrelated last night, but I feel like the same thing is happening in a different situation? I want you guys to start really working on what it is these things mean to you. This element of transmutation and strategy and messages, they're for you. They're for me too, but this is something you can do. You can buy your own cards. You can tune in. You can listen to these messages. They're for you. You have absolute 100 clear access to all this. And my desire is for you to find that, strengthen it, and use the shit out of it. Because, dude, you got this. All of you. You guys are all powerful, brilliant, bright, clear, expansive beings. And I'm just so excited. So please share. Share what's going on. Share how you're expanding. Share what you're pushing. Share about the envelope. Don't be shy. And I will see you soon. Mwah! Bye!